But then we also had another signing as well, man. This was more of an in-house guy, right? In terms of Ahkello Witherspoon, your boy, man. The deal is finally done. I mean,
Yeah.
we've been waiting on it. Aditi had told us, was it Monday? I'm like, man, come on, bro. When it's finna happen? We did another show, had to talk about it. It's finally happened. It's finally confirmed. 2 years, $8 million. To me, man, I love that value for him. Catching him at $4 million a year. And we know he has the potential to be a cornerback one. Right now, he's not there just yet, but he's flirting with it. He's shown us that, man, this dude looks like he could be that guy. To get him on that price, to get him at that price point, I think is a steal. You know, I'm surprised in a sense by his market, but at the same time, I can understand it being what it was. But as a whole, when you're talking about having Ahkello Witherspoon, Levi Wallace, and Cam Sutton as your three guys, now whoever you draft, you don't feel a ton of pressure. It's like, man, if we get a guy he can come in and be cornerback one, great. But if he's a cornerback two, it's like we still have options. We can still get away with what we're doing because of Ahkello being back, because of Levi Wallace, and obviously Cam Sutton being in the mix as well. So to me, man, I think that this was a awesome re-signing, man, for that price, because I did not think it would be that, man. But how did you feel about your boy Ahkello getting that opportunity to come on back, man?
Well, yeah, especially with the waiting game, I
Yeah,
thought the number
absolutely.
was going to increase because he was maybe testing the market a little bit. Oh, wait, you
Yeah.
offered me this. And apparently he was going to sign the first day of free agency. It was Monday whenever Aditi said that. So maybe just as he's about to make this signing, he's seeing some other deals coming in from other teams. He's like, wait, hold on. Before I sign this, can I just check out some of these other numbers real quick? That's what I thought happened, but then we see the deal. It's 2 years for $8 million. It's the same deal as Levi Wallace. I'm like, what was the holdup?
But I wonder because, but I would agree. But think about this: what have we been seeing?
Because I feel also,
man,
like
a
it's
lot more guys flipping their minds as well, right? They're changing their minds. Looks like the deal's in place, and they're like,
I agree with you.
I don't want to sign anymore. Or they agree to a deal and then they flip on it. Yeah, Randy Gregory. You look at Zadarius Smith. The running back that was supposed to go to Buffalo, I forgot his name, but yeah, it's like it's been multiple people now that have said, hey, I'm going here, and they kind of flipped on it in that last minute, man. So that's kind of what I was like, man, all right, is that what's going on right here? Because yeah, the report said that this is supposed to be done, and the longer this goes, the more I'm thinking that it's not done. It's going to be flipping somewhere else, man. But it was good to see that, we got it done, and he is going to be here, man. So that is a good thing, man.
Yeah, I could not believe the numbers. I mean, I thought it was going to be around 6. I thought 6 was the minimum, actually. Like, if Levi Wallace is getting 4, and he's like a solid cornerback too, Ahkello proved enough to me last year, at least, that he's going to be going into the season as cornerback 1. I just thought those numbers at least would be just bumped up a little bit, inflated a little bit, just based off position or how we view those cornerbacks. But whatever, dude. Whatever. This is an amazing deal for the Steelers.
I agree.
Because if he plays like he did last year, I mean, he might be doing a holdout in between the off seasons of this contract, and I wouldn't blame him for it.
Well, yeah, that is the case, man. If he's able to replicate, especially the back end, right? The back end was the best part, because we know at the beginning it was a little bit of a mixed bag. At the beginning, I mean, it was times where we were looking at Kevin Colbert saying, why did you trade for him? When there were other guys that we potentially could have traded for, they were having impact right away. But it turned out to be a good move in the long run, in terms of once he bounced back, and then from there, he started to get those turnovers. It gave us a lot more confidence in him, and we saw his confidence increase as well. You would see him, we would talk about it, man, he celebrates, he's playing with swagger now, man. Like, he looks like he's having fun. And that was something that I think was what Garvin told us as well. He's like, man, if this dude is confident, man, he can be, a top-notch guy. But if he's struggling with the confidence, then, yeah, he's going to look a certain way. And it was just good to see, the first part of it was like, yo, he didn't have the confidence. And it was like, yo, what are we doing? And then we saw him when he did finally have confidence, and ultimately how much more productive he was. And I do think that this situation is very different for him than a year ago when he got paid to go to Seattle. Because obviously, he left San Fran to get paid to go to Seattle, and, it just didn't work out. They traded him right before training camp ended, essentially. So it's like, in a sense, you wonder, like, what went wrong there? Did he become complacent? Did the Seahawks not like what they got when he arrived there? Whatever it was, I think here is different, because he earned that pay, but he's getting that pay here. So it's going to mean more to him because he had to bust his tail. He had to go from not getting opportunities, sitting on the sideline, having a little bit of a struggle, to balling out. And now it's like, yo, you're one of the leaders on that defense, or at least in that DB room. We're going to be looking at you like, yo, we got more expectation for you. Do it for the whole season now. And I think that that's going to mean a lot more to him this go around, man. So I'm excited to see him respond to that. And hopefully it does get to a situation where he's balling out and he's worth a holdout, right? I mean, because it's not a bad thing. That just means the guy's playing at a higher level. That's it.
No, that means our defense is probably unreal.
So I'm like, if it gets to that, I think that's a great situation. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, and we should have cap space for years to come. We have this situated where we're going to have a lot of cap space still.
Yeah, absolutely, man.